Hi there, welcome to the Kenny Veach M Cave mystery. In recent time, with the comments section, a couple of viewers had reached out inquiring about a certain feature on Kenny's hike, some kind of strange rock formation as it was piled on top of one another, whether that be man-made or not, it stood out. Kenny Veach acknowledged it himself. In just a second, I'm going to show you the clip of it, but more importantly, what people were getting at was it always there? Because when it's come to other hikers, supposedly, and people's opinions, they've not been able to see it in other hike footage. Whether that be because of the hikes not angling it the same way as Kenny did, or did it end up disappearing, just like where the supposed location of the M Cave was? Just like how some people talk about the covered M Cave and the spot Kenny referred to as an area just like here on ground level, as in the area, but no longer identifiable because there have been changes made in unnatural ways. Has the same happened to the environment in other areas? And for what reason exactly? Is it because anywhere Kenny Veach points out as a thing of interest, adjustment is made later? Well, in this particular scenario, join me as I share with you a bit of an update to try and put things into perspective, and it might help clear things up for some.
Look at that, that's pretty cool right there. Huh. Alright, off with the camera.
Here is a still screenshot of what Kenny Veach pointed out, big enough to grab his attention. Has he seen it before on his previous hikes? Who knows? Is it natural or man-made? I would say it's possibly natural, and it might have broken away with time. It kind of, well, not like a statue, but like a beacon point marker which you could use when tracking your hike route when going about. In regard to the said comments, credit to those who said, I feel like I have never seen that stone structure in any of the videos. Now, in regard to videos, more than one, we've only seen one by Kenny, which is really on his channel, unless it was an indirect mention to Kenny's older videos on his channel of hike videos which magically disappeared, which is very odd, unless a reference more so to other hikers. Ghost face, credit to them. Me too, I've watched a number of people supposedly take the same route Kenny did, but some parts of his video never really line up, like this rock. When you say doesn't quite line up, as in Kenny's footage not lining up with other hikers. Now take in mind, every hiker has their own style of recording. Some record longer than others. Some may point in a different angle compared to others. I mean, look at Jeff Clark, for example, down approaching Picture Canyon on the left-hand side, a bit higher up, documenting, taking photos of the M-shaped cave, and no other hiker has been able to do that because they weren't looking for it, or they just passed by and didn't look in a certain angle, a direction, time of day, the lighting and the shadows. So there's a lot of different factors to take in mind when you're in the environment, and a lot of thoughts that are going through your mind, trying to stay safe, trying to document what you can. So people will pick up on different things along the way, and even when rewatching footage, but that's the positive behind it all, because something like this could be of interest to people, and who knows if there's any mysteries behind it. In regard to stone structures or walls or beacon points, markers, they have been added at some point with time. This could be more so natural, but there have been other instances where it has been man-made rocks stacked on top of one another, who by even Kenny Veach made a reference to Rock Khan, down Picture Canyon, made a reference to someone must have been here before me, a fellow explorer like myself or adventurer, which, considering it's such a desolate place and not many people go, especially not back then before Kenny put it on the map, who else was there, who got there before Kenny? So there are some mysteries. But to try and answer what people are getting at here, because I did say I was going to reach out to a hiker who has been in the area themselves, credit to Jeff Clark, he said, I'm glad people are still paying attention and trying to figure things out, but yeah, a lot of us show that structure. It is on the south side of Upper Picture Canyon, just as you get down from Wild Horse Pass and through the cut. Didn't you do a video about someone claiming they saw people in the shrubs near there? Quite possibly, Jeff, probably a bit before though, probably a bit before this spot further back, when going through some of the like trunks or branches, and someone was claiming that there was like a camo dude, a military camouflaged hiding in the bushes, which turned out not to be true. But you know, people's eyes and what they see differentiates from one another. But it is good observations are still made to this day. And what we've got to acknowledge is Jeff Clark's been out there, he would have documented it. Take in mind that other hikers have been out there. So like with what Ghostface mentions, if you've got like someone like Scott Natal, Jeff Clark to an extent, SB Vegas Adventures, SB Vegas Hiker, whichever username it was, because they've been out there multiple times. There's several different clips of going through the same area, so one video may show it more prominent than the others, depends which ones you do watch. So I just wanted to clear that up for some people there. Also, just to add in for a visual element in regard to Kenny's point of view and what Jeff Clark was referring to, is you got Jome Canyon. Back down there is the way Kenny Veach came up, passed by the mine shaft as well. The mine shaft, which is located here, there where the brown patches, to go over Wild Horse Pass as it's labelled right there, up and over down the ridge, bit of a gradient as well, reaching down to the bottom area. And I believe this is the cut which Jeff Clark mentions, the cut passing through that like narrow gap. Well, it's not that narrow, but passing on through, where it opens up facing somewhat south towards Pitcher Canyon down there, the winding canyon. And on the way down there is where the collection of supposed caves are at. The keyhole, the M-shaped, the supposed cover-up M cave. But before that, when looking more so kind of like round here, okay? A bit hard because I don't have like an arrow marker or pointer, but roughly around this area of space is where Kenny was walking, where he would have come across it. And I think it was closer to the mountains or the canyon wall, so it could well be somewhere around here, though it may not show the same, you know, like an area like that where it's grey, just like as a rough marker point. It would show to some extent on the maps, but it would be flat because it's not 3D rendered. But you get an idea how it opens up a little bit and where Kenny would have been walking down that way. Hopefully that video was of use to you. Just wanted to clear some things up along the way, but it's still always important to be observant, to pick up on these little features, because who knows, the next time when a rock structure, a weird shadow, something is caught on camera and people make notice of it, it could mean something more. It could link to Kenny Veach, you never know. If you want to hit the thumbs up and share the video, that'd be much appreciated. My name's Warlike Wrath. For the full playlist of the Kenny Veach case and all kinds of findings and discoveries, you'll be able to locate that top right corner where the eye symbol is. If you want to leave your comments, thoughts down below. If you noticed anything else which was odd or stood out, be sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.